Peace, future masters of your craft. You are now tuned in to the KBGBF podcast. I am your host, A. Eula, and with me always is the big homie he himself, Uncle Vito.
That's right.
We will be discussing everything from entertainment to community development and how to secure that bag and much more.
Know that.
You can catch us on Instagram at KBGBF_LLC, Facebook, Anchor, and many other platforms. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get you right. All right, well, listen, today at the KBGBF, we got a real treat for y'all.
That's right.
Something super dope, man. I told you I'm gonna bring all the heat for y'all, man. And I'm gonna bring everything I learned to y'all and everybody that I work with y'all and anybody I could contact with. I'm going straight at you. Mm-hmm. So today, we got a real treat for y'all.
It'll go off by itself, right?
We got a real treat for y'all, right?
Word, entrepreneur.
Man, we got the entrepreneur, all entrepreneurs, the hustler of hustlers. This man got over 100 properties, owning over 100 properties, a school, the La Rouge Lounge downtown.
That's right.
I mean, this dude, man, listen, we came up from the mud together, and now this boy is a professional magician when it comes to houses and real estate and running that bag up. I'm talking, because this is the road to the bag. This is what we always talk about.
We ain't here for that.
We also got the owner and creator of Celebrity Fix and Flip himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Benedict Guerrier.
How do I live up to that type of hype, man?
Man, it's the truth, bro.
It is.
Your brain right now is like platinum, gold, oil, all type titanium, the strongest metal on earth right now, man. It's so valuable, it's ridiculous, and I'm honored to have you up here, bro, because the people need it. I need it. He need it. Every black man and woman in America, we gonna
need that word.
Need it. We respect your grind. Not only do we respect it,
we need it.
All right, boom.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, and I love that we have more black platforms like this. This is one thing that I could say that social media has definitely done, is just allow platforms like this to kind of open up, certain gateways for information to get out. Like they always say, a rose grows in the concrete. And before, especially when we was making music and coming up, we came off the DAT machine era. And, You know what I mean? Dubbing mixtapes and all of that. And so
walking from Orange to Newark with CDs in our book bags.
Exactly.
Through the worst hoods.
Walking through the worst hoods, bro.
So I tell people all of the time, especially the younger people, you don't know what you have at hand right now. We come from the Cliff Note generation where if we was trying to get a fast track through a subject, we would get Cliff Notes. Right now, you got Google. You can Google anything.
Absolutely.
YouTube. And so we just need to be able to utilize some of those things a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so these platforms right here that you guys have is also very much so needed. You know what I mean? And one of the most...
Come closer to the mic, bro.
I would say the most important thing that I've learned in business is the need of collaborative cooperation. You know what I mean? If you got a mindset that you're going to do it by yourself, you've already failed. If your idea is only big enough to serve you and not after you, you know what I mean? So we all going to come to a point where you got more days behind you than ahead of you. So your business has to be able to outlast you, and that's what you call legacy.
Absolutely. You got to be able to leave something for your kids, because what we talked about last time, it costs to die. If you don't got no small change in the cut, you in a world of trouble.
Fund me and fish fries.
So that's why it's so important. See, everybody, like I said, you don't want to be a chief for nothing. You rather be a manager in a billion-dollar corporation than the president of a $2 company. And in order to do that, we got to lead them egos at the door, bro. What you say, your OG said, bro, you get paid hourly, not emotionally.
Word.
You know, we gotta stay focused on the goal at hand, and that's that big bag.
Yeah.
Them Fazools.
Yeah.
Hey,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, what I want to get into with you feel me? Because what we need to know, what we need trying to get up out of that $1 billion Brizane of yours is we're gonna go through the 5 dub process. Now with the 5 dub process, what we do is we ask them 5 dubs that who, what, when, where, and why. And we always start with why.
Yes, sir.
All right? So what we're gonna start with is like why real estate? Why did you want to get into that? You was so talented. I remember you was a star football player in school.
Yeah, word.
You know, when I met you, you feel me? We was in the middle of the hood, and the first thing you asked was, "Who rapping?"
Yeah.
We was on the corner on 20th Street and like Clinton Avenue, rapping for about like 7 hours
With the best of the best
with
YouTube,
all,
brother.
yeah, like I'm talking about like going hard. So you was so talented. You could have went either way. Not to mention your ties to. Well,
I
not
wish
ties,
I could put you in this. In this
Don't even worry about it. As long as they hear me, look,
Yeah,
it's not.
word.
It's not
That's
what
what
I look
matters
like.
most.
It's what I'm saying.
And I
You
got my
understand what I'm
live on
saying?
them too, so
yeah,
we in there.
yeah. Shout out to the live, everybody
Right.
out there. Peace.
Appreciate
You now
y'all.
rocking with the KBGBF. Now, you know, so you had so many ways to go. You could have went either way. You could have went to the streets because, you know, it was like you wasn't no sucker. I never known you to be a sucker. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? When you came to our hood, when you came to the hood, it was probably like 1,000 of us out there. Everybody got
That's a
the I
fact.
hate the world face,
Yeah.
gangster grilling, niggas gripped up. You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
word.
You walked in, you ain't even from the town, like, everybody looking at you like, man, who out here rap? It was like straight G'd up time.
Word.
Looked at it, and next thing you know, a cipher began. So, with that being said, why real estate? Why did you choose that? Why? Why that?
Well, I chose real estate, man, because to me, it was the only other business that I could see within our community that could get us the same, you know, I guess you could say money that we would have gotten if we played sports or if we was in the music industry. Only difference is you don't have so many people that's gonna basically like determine if that's gonna happen for you or not.
Okay.
No matter how nice we are in rapping, you know, especially back then, somebody had to put you on.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, yo, I know I'm better than these clowns. Like,
Yeah,
why the
right,
fuck ain't we
real.
on? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
And all of that meant was just, it was too many people in between us getting our bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same thing with sports. You know what I mean? Injury, boom, you out the game. And
Right.
that's what happened to me. I tore my ACL. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I lost the running back scholarship to Rutgers.
Okay.
And so I knew I didn't want to go to college because it just wasn't my thing. I knew I didn't want a job.
School just-
You understand?
yeah,
So
right.
school was just the means to get to the pros for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when that didn't happen, you know, I moved to California. You know, we were still pursuing the music career. And
Yeah,
even- and even back then, when I moved to California back in 2002, you know what I mean? That was a sacrifice that I made for our team.
Right.
For Alp and Stack and Stash, you know what I mean? And I had an opportunity to have a conversation with Jay Brown. Back then, he was the vice president of Lecture Records, and I know he went over to Def Jam when Jay-Z was there. I think he's with Rock Nation now. And one of the things that he told me, he said, yo, until you start getting paid from rap, it's just a hobby. So I had to learn the business aspect
Right.
of
Which a lot of us
making
don't
music.
learn.
And so that's when, if you notice, I started declining as far as making music, mixtapes, and I was always torn by that because when you're an artist and you really have passion for it, and you talking about I wasn't rapping with regular people, I was rapping with the best of the best, like these two right here. I'm not saying that because y'all right here, it's just that I'm in the industry now, so I really know that cats really don't have bars like that. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? And so California just made it that, you know what, if I want to bring my team along, I got to bring my team along with learning the business aspect. So when I relocated back home, you can afford everything. When I relocated back home, what I did was I learned business. And so I applied the real estate aspect to it. You know, my first piece of property I bought in Newark was 170,000 or something like that.
That was the spot on 9th?
On South 13th Street.
Or South 13th, yeah, like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay,
I remember
exactly.
D-Dot was over there. Yeah.
And so I ended up buying that whole block. But that first deal that I made
Wait, stop. You said that real fast. Back that up. You end up what?
buying the entire street.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Word.
I mean, you guys
Crazy.
witnessed that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
absolutely. But for the people
need to hear
who
this,
watching,
bro.
they don't know this.
The
you know what I'm
street
saying?
cat bought the whole block. This is what I'm saying. That's
Somebody
a
that
move.
we grew up with, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This
That's
is
wonderful.
a move
That's
that can
beautiful.
happen.
Yeah.
It's not like you grew up in Beverly Hills or some wild stuff like this and you had parents that gave you millions
That's
and
true.
millions of dollars. No, we're literally looking at a man that got it out the mud, bro. And anybody
that's
who know
literal.
me know I'm not trying to ride nobody coattails tells or nothing like this. It's just me spitting facts. It's just me showing that the people that's like us, bro. Come on, and anybody from the hood know I'm
Absolutely. I'm doing an
so
interview
10
about
toes
that.
down in the hood, bro. And now I'm sitting here talking to somebody that own a block, a school.
That you know what I'm saying?
Our
That's
Rules
crazy.
Lounge, we went over there. That
Yeah.
thing was what? We on
Yeah.
the
Vito shot a
Always
video
lit.
in there.
yeah, I remember. We all in the office on the top floor, just chilling, bro, just macking. That
Exactly.
junk was fly, man. Now, what you was about to say, Vito?
Nah, just it's just that is inspiration, is motivation. You know what I mean? There's no excuses when you grow up with somebody and they make that turn in the fork in the road. You know what I'm saying? Like that's big. It's people who won't see that type of bread or even make those type of moves in a lifetime. So you know what I mean? Like we tip our hat to you, bro. Like
I appreciate that.
Major love, respect. Like,
And I always come back and I get a game for free. You know what I mean? Because
90 Nissan.
Right.
the wealthier that I make everybody around me, you know what I mean, then the bigger things that I can buy. People like, yo, you got a club. You know what I mean? You got to own a school, this and that. But I was like, until I own my own bank with my people, I'm not really doing anything. Because if you can't fund your own ideas, then you are always at, someone else's mercy.
Period.
You know what I mean? So until we start to control our own banks, you're not really doing nothing. Before, and I was talking like that early 2000s.
Yeah, you
You know
was.
what I mean? Because
But at the time, we was immature. So when you was giving us the game back then, we like, man, nobody want to hear all that, man.
go ahead with that,
Man,
Sharif.
look, man, listen, check
Yeah.
this out, man. Go to the store, grab some L's. Like, what? I ain't going to the store. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. I ain't gonna try to store on you. But do me a favor, hold that thought.
Right.
We about to go make these sales, and then we gonna get into a cipher.
That's
you know,
right.
and that's the thing. Like we thought that it wasn't. We thought that what you was saying wasn't the thing
It
to
was
say at the
bogus back
time. This
then,
is
yeah.
what everybody think. This is not what everybody think. Let me stop. But this is what a lot of us thought back then. You know, we didn't
Right.
take advantage of the opportunities at hand. I remember going to a meeting which we was,
That's
well,
right.
who was all in there? It was mayors and all types of crazy prestige people, and I'm in jeans, a trench coat, but I'm there, but I didn't take advantage of it. I was just telling my wife that, I didn't take advantage of the opportunities. Now that I'm a little older and I'm slowed down a little bit, I understand the value of everything that you was telling me then. I'm kicking myself.
well, I mean that word, the
But
word
you didn't know better either, though. bro.
exactly. You know what I mean? Because
Ignorance can be cured.
if you'd had that knowledge back then, and you applied, you might have been doing something else, and it might have took you left. So the thing is, with the word "poor," I always say it's an acronym: passing opportunities over repeatedly. You know what I mean? So I could lose God forbid, I could lose everything that I have today, but because I got the knowledge, I know how to do it. So boom, I'm on. You can see me answering the phone right now. Somebody just said, hey, I recently inherited my grandmother's condo. She passed away. So they coming to me for advice. So on a situation like that, he might say, hey, I just want to make a quick 100,000, 130,000. So what I would do at that point, I would evaluate what the as-is cost is, what the after repair value, meaning what it's going to be worth after it's fixed, and what the wholesale price is to make sense for somebody else. So I've already created 4 scenarios. He'll get his 100,000 because
Right.
he just inherited the house. You know what I mean? He don't want he just want his money. He wanted to get away with it. I know that in that community, that area is going to be worth about 300,000.
Right.
But I said in order for it to be worth 300,000, it's going to need at least $50,000 worth of work. So I could give him 100, put the 50 into it, and sell it to, let's just say, a New Yorker for 300,000. I mentioned New York because a lot of times it's easier for people outside of your community to see the value in your community as opposed to you because you grew up with it so long. You know what I mean? It's
Normalized
the same thing like relationships. Ah, man, I ain't messing with her. I ain't messing with her.
Trash
and
is
it's another man's treasure.
That's
you
right.
understand?
That's
and
right.
so I just showed you right there, just off of marketing and having the knowledge of how I could make $150,000. You know what I mean? Literally in about 90 days. So we give him his 100, we put 50 in it, and we market it, let's just say in the New York area. You know what I mean? New Jersey people still gonna be able to see it too, but now you got New Yorkers, especially with this COVID thing that's happening, you have an influx of New Yorkers that are moving over here. Because with social distancing, you can't have more than two to three people at tops in the elevator, and we don't even got to talk about how many stories New York buildings are.
Right.
So if you're talking about you can move into this Essex County area, which is 15 minutes outside of the financial district of the world, which is Manhattan, and I specifically mentioned that. Financial district of the world. So that means any money that's going through the world, it got to come to, is hitting that area at some point.
Right. Yeah.
So if your city is only 15 minutes outside of that, there's no reason why geographically it shouldn't be valuable to you.
Right.
But if you're only seeing it as your spot that you could pitch on or a spot that you can, you know, possibly get a little job or this and that, you're not going to realize the gold that you're actually living on top of, and you're not using your mind as that shovel to go ahead and extract that gold. You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
Just the fact that Newark is strategically placed next to Manhattan, it gives it tons of value. So the next question is going to be like, well, where the hell do I get 150,000? I can't even get 2,000.
Right.
Yeah, because that definitely was the next question.
Absolutely.
People
the same
throwing
way,
numbers around,
right?
right?
Now,
the same way that we research, you know, how to find Nikes or how to find anything online, you need to find banks that lend based on whatever your industry is. Human beings, especially in the United States, we live in a microwave society,
Right,
a microwave
absolutely.
mindset. We want things instantly. So
yep.
if you don't find a lender within the first 4 things on Google, the first 4 listings, you stop looking. Meanwhile, based on your search, if you put in banks that lend in low income areas, you're gonna find at least 5,000 banks, but you're not gonna go past page 1. You're not going to make sure that you calling all of these people. You're going to say Monday, we're going to call all of these lenders that's in the northeastern area.
Right.
Tuesday, we're going to call all of the lenders that's on the West Coast. And West Coast lenders may actually be better for you. Reason being is that they're not really astute with the community. So they don't feel no type of way. They ain't been burnt as many times. You understand?
Right.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm talking about. So you tell that bank, the bank is only interested in what you bought it for and what you could resell it for. So if it knows it has at least $200,000 of equity in it, at that point, they don't give a shit if you're black, if you're white, if you have great credit, no credit. They want to make sure that, you'll be able to put the right people in place to put that $50,000 to fix the property and have an agent to sell it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Too many times we give too much power to racism. I'm not saying racism.
I
don't
agree with
exist.
you. I agree with you.
You feel me? But the first thing you want to say, oh, nah, you know, they ain't going to give me no money.
Right.
Man, listen, if I want to do business in an Indian town, I'm going to get an Indian counterpart. They don't got to see my black ass.
Yeah.
If I want to do business with
Smart.
Italians, I'm going to get an Italian counterpart, Chinese. I'm going to feed your ego of what you want to see.
And
Smart.
move around.
Woo. That's
This
it.
is what I say all the time. You got to be able to adapt. You got to become a chameleon. Sometimes you got to pull back. Everybody want to be on the front
It's
line
heavy,
and want to
y'all.
look like
It's
I'm the
heavy.
man. This is my
Heavy
property.
thing out
Yada
there.
yada yada. Look, it's not about looking like a boss. It's about being a boss.
Absolutely.
So sometimes you need to fall back, play the cut, let somebody quarterback it, put the face. It don't matter, because at the end of the day, it's about getting to that bag. Absolutely. So if you falling back for a few seconds to get your bag right, then it's cool. Never show your hand. It's like when you playing poker. You don't post it because you got a good hand, start getting all cheesy. And now people
Right,
gonna fold. Now people gonna fold. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. Nah. It's cool. Look, what how Pac said it, so if they love me, mama, why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate, then pay them back when I'm bigger. Sometimes you gotta just play the cut for a second and just wait for the right moment. And then you pop out and then you let them know, oh no, this is mine. You understand what I'm saying? Oh no, this all me. I'm sorry. Oh, you thought this? Oh no. How you doing? I'm a ex-con. With a wife and a kid. Grew up in Newark, New Jersey.
That's right.
Yeah, I sag a little bit, but my papers is right, and I'm the sole owner of this. So if you don't want to do business with me, it's okay. I know that you wanted this property.
That's right.
You have to go through me. You got to put yourself in position first before you start running your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Learn the game before you start spitting it. That's right. Remember that 50 Cent song, A Wise Man Listen to Laugh While Fools Talk? Why am I going to talk more than you about real estate and you a master of your craft? So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to soak up the game. And then once I start to once I get it, then I'm going to put my own twist to it. But we got to be patient. We can't be lazy. We got to stay on our grind. Absolutely. We got to sharpen ourselves. And still sharpen still. Black can sharpen black. It's not, you understand what I'm saying? We don't got to, like you said, bro, think because we black, we can't.
Absolutely.
Right.
Nah.
Just got to push harder.
We just got to move around.
Yeah, you got to push harder.
With that being said, I want to get to this next dub, right? Who was some of the people that helped you find your way? Who were some of your heroes? Who were some of your helpers?
I mean, my number one hero is definitely the Most High. You know what I mean? Allah's Akbar. Like, you know what I mean? Because in our community, it ain't always a lot of people to look up to. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
These positive ones.
Exactly. And it's not like it was now. You know what I mean? Of course, my moms, my brothers. Right. You know what I mean? But I ain't read much books. I probably read like 2 books in my whole life. Hansel and Gretel. You feel me? I do the osmosis anyway. I put my hands on it. I almost don't be in there.
We was reading Source and Vibes. Like, that was the most reading we did.
I would say, like, you know what I mean? My community inspires me. You understand?
Yeah.
The fact that it's not a lot out here, it let me see that I could build everything. You feel me? I could play Sim City out here. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Where in my wildest imagination can I think I could go to another city, you know what I mean, and just buy over 100 properties in a 10, 12-year period. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
And none of these properties I keep, though. I sell them to people in the community. I'm not looking to hoarder houses. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm looking to help you clean up your credit. I had a rule where you can only be my tenant for a year. Within that year's time, you had to be able to fix your credit, which I was able to provide for them. You have to be able to have a self-sustaining job, because a lot of us are too dependent on TRA, which is temporary housing assistant, or Section 8. Or Section 8. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you are going to be on Section 8, utilize it to its full capacity. Utilize the fact that they'll pay for your down deposit, and now you will become a homeowner. You understand, if statistics show that most families within, you know what I mean, most, like the Johnsons, for example, one lives in the south side, one lives on the east side, as opposed to saying, listen, one of you guys purchased the house, or you guys purchased the house together, and then you guys live in the entire unit. Then after that, the next person moves out, buys the next house. The next person moves out, buys the next house. Right. And so now, before you know it, the Johnsons own, you know, a portion of these particular areas.
It became a superpower.
Right. You know what I mean? So the fact that, you know what I mean, as soon as one gets a little bit of money, the first thing we do out of our is
we out of here.
Yeah, nah, that's not good. You know what I mean? One, they don't want you in those areas a lot of times. You know what I mean? And two, that is not fixing the systemic problem of we have to rebuild our own communities. We have to police ourselves. We have to do our own dry cleaners. That's not taking anything away from any other nationality. It's just like, yo, we can also do this for ourselves too.
Yeah, let's build each other.
We just got to learn the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta learn the game.
And that's why I give it out for free.
Free
Every
90
single
minutes.
Monday, Celebrity
Yeah.
Fix and Flip. I'm gonna be rolling out some older videos, but
absolutely. I told you, I was looking at the one. I was just checking out the one with you and Styles P. Shout out to Styles P and everything
Right.
he's
SP
doing with
the
that
Ghost.
juice movement, man. But yo, bro, I was stuck. I'm like this. Like my wife, like come to bed. I'm like, hold up, babe. I want to run this back, bro, because
Right, because it's amazing watching one of our boys. He got one of our heroes that we wanted
So when you
to.
had him up, you know how we feel about SP, bro. We was like, we could have started the SP club, bro.
Let me
so
tell
when
you.
you had him up there, I'm like,
let me tell you the story, though.
Let
Let me tell you the story. When I first hit up Styles P, I even played Styles at my wedding. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Heavy.
You know what I mean? Like,
heavy.
a Ghost mixtape would drop. It's almost like a new pair of Jordans drop.
You better
Like,
believe it.
So I
I
had hit him up, I think, maybe like 2 years ago. I hit him in the DM like, yo, I'm like, listen, man, I know you probably hit us all the time, but honestly, I think might be your biggest fan. I was like, yo, I own a club down in Newark. I just want to know how much it is to book you. Of course, he never responded. He probably get millions of DMs.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I think my man linked me up with his booking agent. I was like, how much is he? Bang. Take all the money in full. All hundreds.
Yeah.
All Fazools.
Blue faces.
All them Fazools.
When I met him, I was like, yo, I had to control myself a little bit. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, this is the goal.
Yeah,
I really want to just rap, really. I don't even want to talk to what you call it. I really want to let him know, trust me, I'm nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yo, bro was like super cool, yo, man. And he invited me out to Yonkers to do the same thing out in Yonkers that we doing out here, buying properties. Me, Redman, and Do It All just linked it up. Brick City Boys, we're gonna start renovating properties in the community.
Okay.
See, Celebrity Fix and Flip, what the goal is, a lot of people like that star power.
Yeah.
With that star power, it shows them like, listen, not everybody gonna be a rapper, not everybody gonna be a musician, not everybody gonna be a musician or an actor.
Showing them that reality.
Yo, exactly.
The reality is.
And you making more money than some of these people that you see on television.
And on top of that, hold up. And on top of that, everybody not nice. A lot of Cheeks McGee.
But but we in a different time frame, so it don't even matter.
They need to hear this. A lot of you, I need to zoom in. Like a lot of you dudes out there are seriously Cheeks McGee. You rapping about drilling and all this wild stuff. They didn't kill nothing but Tom. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's what we want. We just want y'all to kill time because it's already too wild out here.
Exactly. All right.
Ben, I want to ask you before we get into another one of the W's. Through this road that you've been through, and unfortunately, a lot of us go through this, being as where we're from. We raised around negativity, so positive. When someone tries to do something positive, we kind of get hassled, or a lot of flack for it. Like, oh man, you whack. That's what you doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's corny. Or yo, you got you got on a suit jacket, bro.
How he said it, like, man, how he said it on Minute Society, get your Salim Slime ass up off the cooler and hand me a motherfucking 40, Sharif.
So I know along the journey, I'm quite sure you've lost friends, or you know what I'm saying. How were you able to keep focus and channel all that negativity and dumb stuff out, man? Like people who was on that type of time.
You know what? We build tough skins making music, man. Like, for real, if you don't like the information I'm giving you, that's just because you a hater. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Big H.
And I bench 315, you know what I mean? So
all that aggression, like some big, nasty body shots, bro.
Like,
get into that aggression.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I still play ball in the hood. Like, I'm still out here. I'm out here heavy, like, you know. And I'm making, listen, I'm not gonna trust you with my personal social security number with tattoos on your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So it's a time, it's an alpha for everything. Yeah. I'm not gonna go to my mom's wedding, the same spot, the same clothes I'm gonna go to a cookout with. Yeah. So if I'm talking business, I gotta dress business. Right. You understand? Yeah. Not saying that, being dressed down, you know what I mean? You can't articulate yourself, but when it comes time to that get down, listen, that's how it is. If that was the case, then everybody would be driving, a Honda Civic. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
big hatchback.
Exactly. So your clothes, it kind of dictates, your mood for that particular time. And so Suits just always put me in business mode. You feel me?
Yeah,
and so
you gotta look the part.
And listen, everybody used to laugh when I used to just have the school. So, I was like, dag Allah, like, you led me to open up a school. Like, the school cost me $500,000. And that's money that, like, it's lost, in computers, in funding, just getting it and building out curriculums and paying high rent. You know what I mean? I also was doing alcohol, substance abuse counseling, and drug rehab. So drug court used to send people to me. We would, go through that mentorship programs, the ones that didn't have offenses, and we would put them back into society. You know what I mean? So when they would see like a black institution like that, like, damn, in the hood, this dude is my age. Like, he doing drugs. And so I'm pulling them to the side like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm regular. Trust me, I'm regular. I'm just telling you that, there's a time and place for everything. You feel me? And I think that we're bad with that. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things with the free marijuana culture. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, it's so free that everybody could smoke, burn it down. You know that you burn it down all day long. You ain't doing no business.
Right.
You feel me? You can't burn down 8 in the morning and then you talking about you just coming into your senses by 1, grabbing some food, running to your man. He gonna burn you down. Before you know it, the whole day is gone. So so I don't like that culture for the younger generation. You understand what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for everything, especially when we so far behind the 8 ball.
Word.
Now that's not me being judgmental. I'm just telling you how I see what's out there. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you on the way to the 8th grade or high school, you smoking, you champing the black and mild. These are all things that there's no need for it at this particular time when we're so far behind the 8 ball.
Exactly.
When majority of our shopping is done at poppy stores. You know what I mean? No disrespect to poppy stores, but
shout out to the Oye.
They robbing us, man.
Yeah, but they don't.
Not if you know better.
I can't say that. I can't say that anybody who opens up stores in our community is robbing us when we not being counterproductive and opening up our own stores. You feel me? When it's available.
If you leaving it open for them,
I mean,
it's a free market.
Get in the game, baby. Get out there and let them hands fly.
Get in the game.
Get in the game, baby.
You got to get in the game. You got to get in the game.
Sorry for cutting you off, but...
So wait, just to answer your question, I don't put who think I'm corny, who this and that. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean?
You can think it.
In the rhyme, I said, you know what I mean? You could catch me in the drop top 3 1/4, like however you want to do it. Like, I'm not even thinking about you. I'm not even thinking about you.
Yeah,
either way, you're going to spend money with me somehow. You either going to live in one of my houses, come to my club, come to my school, deal with my construction company, or somebody who I taught the game.
How corny is that?
How corny is that? Like, and that's what I was trying to get to. Like, because a lot of the, us young brothers or whatever, we rap, right? And we want to get the chains, and we want to get the cars and the girls, and look like a baller and flex your money, but it's other ways that you can do that and surpass what you're getting out of a deal. Because 9 times out of 10, your bag got more hands in it.
That's right.
Than a little bit.
Right.
But if you do it a different way, you understand what I'm saying? The grass. If you just try to do something different. All right, listen. Look like a square for a second, okay? People might laugh, but would you really be like? Would you really care if, like, yo, listen, for a month straight, you got to dress like this and go here. People going to laugh at you for a while. But in 6 months, you're going to have more money than everybody who ever laughed at you.
Yeah, but it's the people that's laughing. Like, who laughing? Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
But it's like that,
But
though.
you know,
It's
like
that.
getting laughed at hurt. Words hurt, bro.
but see, I'm a hype king.
Yeah,
so
see,
it's like,
But everybody not like that, though. Everybody not like
so,
that.
You know,
Like,
some people, like, you know how they got the cyber bullies and all
Yeah,
this different type of
that's
stuff.
true.
You know, some people ain't got that tough skin. That's why we said in episode 1, listen, if you sensitive and you don't want to get talked at all like it is, don't come up here. You're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, that's
and
a fact.
You know, and some people, you know, when you get hiked on, niggas like, so what you saying? Thinking that, and you know, because you might be Broly or something, and somebody like, no, I was just playing. Nah, this ain't that over here. Cause you crazy? We gonna match her. We gonna match her energy.
We definitely gonna do that.
We're regular people. You understand what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So my next dub is what? What would you say? I'm not speaking to other people with money. I'm talking about people that probably got like $250 to their name.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Living in a mom's basement or living in the projects and got this $250 and think about like, yo, either I'm gonna go spend this on some crack or some dope. What would you say to persuade them from that? You understand what I'm saying? What would you say? What game could you give that bro, Sharif? I want you to talk to Sharif and Malik and Hanif and Raheem and them. You understand what I'm saying? What would you say to let them know and open their eyes to that other side, that other world?
man, I would say take that. I would say, listen, all of those names that you name, and if they in that lifestyle, all of them have lawyers. Right? Or dealt with a lawyer.
Hopefully, yeah.
Your lawyer has more
You need
to
money for lawyers.
Hold
though.
on a
Probably
second.
got that PD.
You asked me a question.
I'm gonna fall back.
I'm sure that they have lawyers or they know lawyers.
Okay.
The reason that I'm mentioning that, your lawyer offers you more than just getting your ass out of trouble.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If you pay your lawyer for his or her connections, they'll be able to get you into doors. So if I was in a position, I had $250, I would take $125. I would register my LLC. I would take another $25, send it to Vistaprint, got me some business cards. I would take those other $75. I would go to K&G's. I would get me a fitted suit. And I would have a whole outfit, and then I would go on YouTube and binge on things like Shark Tank, on The Profit, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Secrets to Wholesaling, How to Manage a Checkbook. These is all free stuff. So now when you have your LLC, you learn about, okay, well, let me go after my WMBE status, Women Minority Business Enterprise status, where a portion of all governmental contracts from a state, federal, county, and municipal level, a portion has to go to minority businesses. So it don't even that you have to be good, just the fact that you have that much melanin content, a portion of jobs is made available to you. See, the problem is we keep looking for jobs, just over broke, juggling out of bed and jerked out of bed and juggling over bills. I always say that your job is your security, your entrepreneurship is your freedom. You feel me? As long as you thinking that you're going to keep getting a job, as soon as that job finds a reason to get rid of you, they're going to get rid of you. Because it's
That's
built
a fact,
in that
yeah.
monopoly mindset. So the same way we could go listen, and I know I do this. I might listen to the same songs 3 times every day, and I know what the words is going to be. Where I could take that same time to go learn a new tax strategy.
Wow.
To learn
Wow.
about SBA loans. That's all free shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how to read. All right, cool. They got this shit on audio.
Wow. I mean, can't really
preach.
no excuses.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I always get to, bro.
No
Like
excuses.
But see, I was in that same way of thinking, like, man, I'm not good at these things, but I'm not too bad with finding a plug, jewing them down, getting some work, and monopolizing that way. But it got me 5 years this time. 3 years this time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a nice little run. I have a little 10-year run. Get up a nice little change. Get me a little crib. Get the name up. But then I go to jail for 5 and lose it all and have to restart.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about my video games. You know how many controllers I done threw out the window and broke because I got to level 2000, and then I made one little error and got it set all the way back. Cried. My mother's like, "What's going on?" Leave me alone. You wouldn't understand. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I had to reset. You know, so. What I'm saying is this the game of life. You don't get to live it twice. You know that. You understand what I'm saying? If we can just go hard on one thing that's legit, that you don't got to keep resetting. Even though you're going to come into some obstacles. But the we've been on since we started the KBGBF, been crazy.
Shout out to
you understand
KBGBF.
what I'm saying? And we did this with no help.
Word,
you understand?
word.
Except for my mom's.
Yeah.
Sherelle Singleton.
Yes, love
you understand
girl.
what I'm saying?
Word.
Umi is the GOAT. My mom's is
GOAT,
like,
you heard?
You don't understand. My mom's worked like tirelessly.
And been like
to
that
make
forever,
what?
like hustle
She worked
gang.
from 3 to 11 this job. Then, you know, like, and then
go
on the
do
weekend she
another-
working another different
Word.
job. Now she working in transit. Like, she be working slave hours. You understand what I'm saying? But she did that to raise me and my brother.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
As a lot of strong people
words
do.
can't even explain the love that I have for my mother. Listen, I'm scared to
Right.
cuss around my mother. You understand what
As
I'm
you
saying?
should be.
You can't even curse around my mother. You
That's
understand
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like, because she, like, you can see her heart on the outside. You understand what I'm saying? She could. I done fumbled the rock, and she done yet. Like, she'd talk to me like I'm 6 years old. Yelling at, "What's wrong with you, stupid little boy?" Be right there, and I'm still like, "Oh," and I'm a big boy. You feel me? My mom's not big, but because I
That
respect
respect.
her,
Right.
you feel me?
Right.
A mother's love. There is no
You can't buy it.
words.
You can't buy it or
You know what I mean?
nothing
I don't want to.
explained.
You know what I
Word.
mean? Because peace and blessings be upon her. Bonnie. Mama Vito, you feel me? Peace and blessings be upon her. I hope she rests. I know she's
Word.
resting in heaven. You understand what I'm saying? The way that they raised us. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of corny now. Like when I be seeing some of the people that come up under us, the way they talk to their parents, I be looking like,
Bruh.
I gotta go, bro.
Bruh.
You feel me? I gotta
I'ma
go.
give it to
You
you.
just don't understand. Like, they won't understand it. Like, you know, people want to laugh at us, calling us mama's boy and all these different things. This is just be about brung up right, man. And even if you're not brung up right, just pay attention. Because everybody, listen, my other brother, you feel me? Right, you feel me? He lost his moms, he lost his pops, and he had to take up the mantle for both of them. And I salute him because, bro, he
That's a
take care of his
fact.
kids.
That's a fact.
He look after, you know what I mean? He look after his brothers. You know what I mean? Like I respect him. I respect everybody. So, no, but we didn't really have that help. We came out the mud. We did it.
Yep.
You could do it. All you got to do is learn the game.
right.
Just
Word.
everything that you said is just
Word.
learning the lingo, learning the game, baby steps.
And
if
this-
you can't
and this-
read, they got it on
And
audio.
word, and that's crazy. Yeah, and it's our job. Like, we have to step up at this point because, like you said, even with the jobs, and I've been a victim of it too, because even when I did do my dirt, you know what I mean, I always was discreet, but I always did both from the time I was 13. I was working in the church and selling coke after I left the job. You know what I'm saying?
Like, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I say that to say, like, we're trained. Oh, the American dream is get a good job, get the house, then the picket
They
fence,
giving
get
you the
married.
game.
Right.
They basically, but they
it-
giving you the
it's
game
for
to
them
help
to work towards
it
them,
works for
yeah.
them. And you can't get mad at that. Like, listen, you can't get mad at another nigga hustle if you fall for it. If I keep going like this and you flinch and I pop you with the left and I do this through the whole fight,
I'm gonna do it the whole time.
you gonna get mad like, come on, bro. He kept tricking me. You're a moron. You need to get, hey, dummy. You need to get clunked over the head.
Hey, dummy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
We gotta learn the game, man. So, all right, so we got through why, who, what. Let's get to the win. When
the win.
did you decide that the streets wasn't for you? You know what's going on with, you know what I mean? You've been on both sides. When did you decide that I'm cutting off all ties to negative and going full-fledged
throttle.
with positive?
I mean, I never been on a negative trip. You know what I mean? It might just seem like the people that's around me are negative, but to me, it's like, yo, you know, Christ, he didn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't in the suburbs doing his work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was in the hood. You know what I mean? So I always was into legal activities. Anyway, in high school, I threw a lot of high school parties. I sold cars. I was buying and selling cars, and I owned a cab in high school.
Hustler.
Word, before there was,
Hustler.
well, I'm Haitian, so like owning cabs is, we ain't got no choice. You know what I
Man,
mean?
go ahead.
Word.
I know some Haitians that's in it.
Yo,
you hear me?
no,
I'm
Hey,
in it.
yeah,
No, I'm talking about as far as like hustling, like you know what I mean, just buying and selling things. I had just always been that something that's in my family. But you know, when my son was born, you know what I mean, I was like, oh nah, man, I can't have a job tell me when I can and can't spend time with him. So you know, and then that first real estate licked 200 bands. You know what I mean? Nothing to talk about, like you know what I mean. Bang, and I came and I was like, yo, this is how I did it, everybody.
All right,
you know what I mean?
You know what? That leads me to where? Where did you go? Like, where was the first place you went once you found out, like, okay, I want to get into this real estate market? Where was the first office, or where was the first, lending, wherever? Where was the first place you went once you got that eureka moment?
It was a multi-leveling company, multi-level marketing. I couldn't get it together. Company, like a Noni Juice or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was one called WLG, World Leadership Group, that just taught me about mortgages. But from then, I just learned how to buy properties. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm always in control. So I went and I made an investment in Ocala, Florida, next to Kissimmee. I was buying, I think I had put like $5,000 to $7,000 down on a golf course, a property on a golf course. It was like a resort homes. And what I was going to do, before there was Airbnb, I was going to timeshare them and do extended stays for Europeans that'll be traveling over. You know what I mean? But then the market crashed, so then I came, and then I bought my first house in Irvington. I think y'all remember that on Melville Place.
Yeah.
And then after that, I bought South 13th Street. Then we bought the whole block.
Yeah. I bought South 13th.
Word.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, I just want to say thank you again
all
for
the time, my
pulling
brother.
up to the show, man. Everything that you said, bro.
Yes, sir.
We needed to hear. We appreciate you. Not only do we appreciate you, we need this, bro.
That's a fact.
Let everybody know on your show too. I got I own Regal Real Estate School. If you're looking to become a licensed realtor, you know what I mean. You sign up. It's a RIGEL Real Estate School.
Okay.
Rigel being the brightest star in the constellation, so I named it after that. And it gives you the certificate to become a licensed realtor. So you pass the class. You take the state test. Once you pass that, then you hang your license with a brokerage, which is extremely important because you need that in order for you to even partake in some of the big deals that's around here. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the city owns buildings and they want you to sell them, so you making 3 to 4% on $1 million sale. So you know
holy cow, word.
Yeah, you getting money. Money. They getting money out here.
I wanna ask you this. Being what you know now, right, and things that you've been through on your way here, what would you tell 17-year-old Ben?
Man, buy a house now. It's going to be too expensive.
Just
do it.
Yeah,
right?
You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean, just trying to get more, trying to encourage other men, to do other things, even though when it's right for them, just because we got that ego. And I always say ego, man, edging God out. Mm-hmm. That's all that is.
I must see the pride and get you into the
man,
hellfire.
I would be much further if my closest friends were in this business with me.
Yeah.
Imagine if I said, you know what, because I'm looking at hotels that's down in Georgia now. Them shits is only $3 million, 170 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about $3 million, you put down 20%. That's $600,000. There's a good chance that the owner is going to hold paper. Hold paper means when they're going to keep a portion of that mortgage. So even if they hold 10% for you, so now you got to come out of pocket at $300,000. $300,000. 3 of us in this room, that's only $100,000 a piece. So now we own 174 units, only putting down $300,000. Now when you do, let's just say we rent out 100 units a month at, let's just say, a going rate of $50. What's 50 times 100?
A lot of fazools.
We need to know.
50,000.
50,000. Your mortgage on $3 million, even if your mortgage is at 6% times 3 million is like 18,000. So you're talking about 18,000 minus 50,000 besides water, taxes, etc. Yo, you making a killing.
Monthly.
Yo, monthly
killing.
Do y'all hear how he's throwing numbers around like?
And we only put that.
Like
we only put out 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
We only put out 100,000. How many times do we put out $100,000 to go buy things that you said could give you a jail sentence? You know what I mean? So
don't even make it worth it.
Dog, you talking about 174 units for $3 million. You can put all people that's suffering through, like, you know, how you had Hurricane Katrina,
right?
How you have all them fires and all of that. Like, FEMA is paying, you know, top dollar for that. So $50,000 a month off only a $300,000 upfront investment. That means you done made your money back in like
no time.
Come on, brother.
This is crazy.
10 months you'd have made $500,000, B.
Bro, and this
talking real fazools, B.
This coming from somebody like, and it ain't like he's unreachable. Like, this coming from somebody that y'all probably done passed in the store and ain't even know. Like, so all this stuff that he talking is attainable. We just gotta go for it. Like,
just gotta go for it.
Yeah, man. Definitely, bro. And we all gotta stick together because everybody around us is sticking together. This is why when we try to talk about a movement or something, they get wiped right out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you right. We going, you know, right now, all right, look, we don't want to get lumped up. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So we going to chant with you. You feel me? Put a couple of marks on the wall. You feel me? Throw an anthem at you. I ain't throwing no shots at nobody. Let's just keep it real. Let's just say what it is. We know that y'all got the power right now. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all could overthrow. If everybody was really to rise up on the same page, you could overthrow governments because smaller countries has done it. You understand what I'm saying? Third world countries has done it. So, you know, we one of the richest countries in the world. So you mean to tell me we can't do it?
Absolutely.
Some of the smartest people in the world is black. Come on, bro. We could do anything. You feel what I'm saying? But we got to do it together. Sometimes you got to check your pride at the door, bro. It says it in the Quran, I must see the pride to get you into the hellfire. Check that at the door right now, man. So even though you might not like this person, you need this person, bro. No matter what you say. That's why I like to give a shout out to everybody that helped out.
That's right.
I want to give a monster shout out to Tweety. She just started this hair oil called Natural Tea by Tweet.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring some up. Matter of fact,
I need some for the beard.
Yeah, for real. She actually gonna actually donate a couple of bottles. So you know we're gonna start throwing some giveaways. Some raffles, you feel me? Yeah. So, you know, tune in, bro. Get your giveaway. I want to give a monster shout out to Inez Boutique. You know, she rocking out with us on the gram. She said, you know, what she say? The 10th person that follow KBGBF could pick out what they want or get a free outfit from Inez Boutique. So you gotta what? Yeah, for real. I'm about to be I gotta call somebody because you know. They just hit, so you know it's already packaged. She just ready for me to just give the word, yo, who I'm shipping it to, and they've been rocking out. You feel me? Trap Art, they've been rocking out with us. Limited supply, they've been rocking out with us. All these places that I'm talking about are minority owned. You feel me? The poppies and the blacks, we all need to stick together, bro. Listen, because right now they all ganging up on us. Yeah, they all ganging up and they winning. In order to win, we got to open our eyes and stick together, man. And on that note, we about to close out. Yo, man, Benedict Guerrier, you are the man. We got to have you come back up. Thank you for giving us the game, bro. And we're going to get you back up here for the next project. Make sure y'all go check out La Rouge Lounge downtown. That spot is fly. Check out the Realtor School. Make sure you get in tune, bro, because we giving you the game for free 99. You better get in tune. Get in touch with us, KBGBF _LLC, bro. Get in tune with us, bro, and donations are acceptable. We gonna definitely throw that out soon because y'all gonna have to shoot us some bail.
Because guess what, Yola? Yeah, ain't no nation
like a donation. All right, man. We love y'all. We out, man. Peace, bro. Until next week, man. We gone.
Boom.